Showtime. We are live. Welcome back. Market Mastery, the 1 hour you need in the market to make money. Absolutely crushing it. Who predicted the new highs on SPY and set you up with an options trade that would help you make money on it? We did. We did it together, and it's fantastic. So if you've been enjoying it, please continue to enjoy it. I love making money with you guys. It is a blast. Let me get in here and get this shared out. I appreciate you all for coming. We got a lot for you today. We got some of our big picks exploding. Tesla doing exceptionally well. You clicked the wrong one. It took me off. All right. So what do we do from here? We're going to take a look at the SPY chart and pull it up right here. I'm going to get one of these better layouts going. Where's the new one I made? This one, the circle layout. I like this one. All right. All right. All right. So what do we have? We have all new all-time highs on the SPY. Everybody wondering, when is this going to fall? When is this going to break apart? When is this going to go? And that's the question on everyone's mind. So I just went through the SPY levels with Porter before this stream. So if you do not have SPY Playmaker, I'm going to put the link up for a few minutes. I suggest you get it. I'm going to give you both the bullish and the bearish options trade for the SPY. That for the next week, this is both trades. So if the SPY's bearish, you're taking the bearish trade and you're making money. If SPY's bullish, you're taking the bullish trade and making money. If SPY trade sideways, we wait. Put this right up in the top left corner for you. Go ahead and scan it. I'm going to leave it open for the next 5 minutes. As I get access, I send you the exact options contract that I'm trading, the exact expiration, the exact price I expect to buy it at, and even better, we also publish our exact price targets and our opinion on the sentiment so that you know what you're looking at while you're looking at it. So if you do not have SPY Playmaker, get it, get it, get it, get it. It's the best couple bucks you ever spent. Just last week, those trades hit. Let me pull this up here. Beautifully. Absolutely beautifully. Porter, if you could post those results in the chat. Okay. Okay. So here we are. These are our channels. SPY has some huge opportunity. There's going to be the bullish trade that I'm going to publish for you guys this week, has over 100% upside. So I suggest you get into SPY Playmaker, get access now, scan the code in the top left corner, or just join us in the Discord and ask in the chat, and we will jump in there and help you. All right. Before we move on to Tesla here, let me get this pulled up. Again, if you want SPY Playmaker, code's in the top left. That's how you're going to get it. Let's get Tesla pulled up. All right. Go on X. If you're from X, leave us a comment there. Let us know. Say what's up. If you're watching us from YouTube, same thing. Let us know what's up. We appreciate it always. Okay. Okay, get this post up. Maximize. Sorry, just want to get this Twitter post up, share that out. All right, all right. Okay, so let's get into it. Leave that code up for another 2 minutes, and then we will keep on cruising. So we got Tesla pulled up here. This thing has been in an absolute tear. As you guys know, we've been waiting for this moment for quite some time. If you recall, we talked about on our chart, we were just waiting for the break up here. See this black line? We were expecting this break above into this upper channel, and then we want to see the price action continue and hold. So we are right on target with Tesla. There's nothing for us to do, guys. We got in this at 100 and something a share, or you got the second alert, which was at about 200 a share. So there's no reason that you should be red on this under any circumstances. We took the TSLL leverage product. What's up, Joseph Buchanan? What's up, baby? We took the TSLL leverage product as the opportunity for Tesla. We can pull that up if you guys are following that. It is absolutely booming. We're at 21 a share. I believe we got in this at about 10 or 11 a share on the TSLL, and then we're holding Tesla from 120 a share. So this one's great. It's up almost 300% on the leverage and still pushing. We really want to see this push up to 27 or 30. That's how we're going to get the big move here, and that's how we will really get it done. All right, took the SPY Playmaker stuff down. So if you want to get it, get into the Discord. We'll put the banner at the bottom so you can get in there. We'll go back to Tesla because I think it's easier to talk about those price targets. So again, 452 and change. We have broken above this the ascending resistance, which is a phenomenal thing. We want that to become ascending support. That means that we have a strong positive trend in the right direction of our trade. So that's always good. Always good. Other than that, nothing to talk about. We're crushing. We'll put ourselves in a great position. I hope this is the moment where you guys get to see how easy this could be. I hope this is the moment where, you know, you take a step back and you go, wow, so maybe doing less is doing more, and maybe I should really lean into that power because it's paying off for you right now. I hope you can see. In this instance, where we buy the stock, we sit and we wait, and it explodes and makes us a bunch of money. So on to our next pick that has done just that. Ring Central. Data play, a little bit of a risk, but again, we are golden here. We're nice and green. We're buying this at 26 and 27. It's already at 30. We're up about 10%. This is a long hold for me. I think that if it stays in this channel, it stays above 25. I'm a big fan, and I think that this name will pay off over the next 5 to 10 years, either through acquisition or through leveraging their data to improve their business and expand upon their efforts in AI. So they're a call provider. They're one of the better with a large swath of data that I think is undervalued and I think can easily be appreciative from here. So that's another one of those. Another pick that's crushing is Hive, Hive, Hive Digital Technologies. Remember, we gave this one back to you at $2.30. It's currently at almost $6. It went as high as $7.85. I'm leveraging options here. I've taken my profit. The options are up over 1,000%. There's absolutely no reason to hold at this point and hope for the best. I'm happy to prove it. Let's just put this on the screen. So these are up, 1,000%. So these literally turned $15 into $500, which is pretty cool. Had a pretty good day today. The month I think is flat because I was almost at 400K earlier, and then so we trended down, but mostly flat. Few other take profits for you guys. I think Baba is at that point. That's almost pushing 1,000%. So that one I'm definitely going to hold to get the 1,000%. It probably already hit at one point. I said, nope, not yet. So another banger there. Let's see what else. These rocket calls, these are also in a take profit territory, 123%. I just would be hesitant that we don't see another sell-off here. Remember, these were up to 690 from our entry at 2, so these were up 300%. Don't give away the gains. And then the other one that I think is also hitting that take profit area would be the Jamiyas, which are up about 300%. I think we're up more on the other ones. Hold on, let me look. Okay, so the other one is up a lot more. Let's see, 400% in total. Yeah, these are up 300%. These Jamiyas. Look at that. Buying these at 45 cents. Shebang. Let's pull that chart up too and see it side by side. That's fantastic. What others? Oh, the Savas hit and then they disappeared. Those went back down. The new position I opened up in premium, we're up about 10%, 9.5 on those 60 calls. Congratulations if you took those. Nice little play there. Oh, these actually been up a lot more than that. I just wasn't paying attention. Wow. So we bought these October 5th. These went up to 750. So these went up almost 80%. If you're holding them, I just totally missed it. I am an idiot. So, and then where's the other one I wanted to do? Oh yeah, Hertz. This is a risk. This is a lotto. Down 20%. It was up at a point. Tammy, what? Damn. That's pretty good. So if you guys want that, Tammy's been with us for years. Look what she's doing. If you want to be like Tammy, which you should, I'd get in there quick. And what else do we got? Got the snap calls. I think those might be down now. I can't remember. So quick look at the TSLL. Yeah, we're up 142%. So we got in at $8.90. So we're up 138% right now in TSLL. And I already collected some premium against this too. So I sold 10 contracts for $1,100, bought them back for 40. So I put another $1,000 in my pocket from September to October 10th, generated $1,000 in passive income. That's pretty crazy. Now I want to sell the 25s again. So this is a great way to, again, think about that. That position isn't even that big, and I was able to produce $1,000 in passive income in 2 weeks just waiting, and prevented my downside risk significantly. So if we went to November 14th, looked at 25 calls, applied volatility is high. So I'm going to put this order in now. To further hedge that position. Hopefully it'll get filled while I'm not paying attention. So that would basically, if it goes to 25, I would have to sell half of my position at 25, but I got paid an extra $500 if I end up in that position. So let's say it goes to 24 and then comes down. I keep my $400. I don't do anything, and I keep my stock. That's why so many people sell options. Speaking of, let's actually go through. I'm going to hedge a little NVIDIA too, even though it's breaking out like a monster. Where does everybody think? Oh my God, you hit 2,000% on those Beyonds, Tammy. That's wild. Okay, so there we go. Let's say 11. No, we can even go 4 days. Let's look at the 200. So if I started selling premium, I could sell 10 because I have 100 shares. So think about it this way. I just showed you TSLL, right? That position was, I put maybe 10 grand in it. This position has over 100 grand in it. Okay. Much more expensive stock, but I'm selling 10 contracts. I'm getting almost the same amount of passive income selling NVIDIA contracts as I am selling TSLL contracts. But for TSLL, I only have to have half the money in my account. Does that make sense? It's basically paying a much bigger return on the amount I'm putting up. Okay. So for NVIDIA, I mean, you pretty much have to go 200. I don't really see anywhere else. Once we break up here, though, 232, I'm going to start shorting 260 because I think we're going to consolidate in this range. I think this is where it's going to happen next because it's already happened here. Go to the next range. I think we'll consolidate somewhere around 220, which point then I do expect to make a few grand selling a little more premium. Well, let's see what other. There's some other really quality ones that I know I could be selling some premium against, like CLSK or BILI. Let's say we sold like the 33. Um, 80 shares. Oh, we couldn't even because I only own 80 shares. Never mind. I guess Hood we could do it with. That could work. So we're up. I have a bad average personally, and I think, like in my other account, it's like $8. But in this one, it's not. So we're up only about 800%, which is disappointing. These options, obviously, everybody knows about that already. They returned like a 6,000-7,000%. It's pretty cool. This is one we could sell options against. Let's see what the premium would be if we did the same thing. So now here's where we get really interesting, guys. So again, it's trading for like $50 less a share than NVIDIA, but the options contracts are half. No, I take that back. They're inflated. But I already hit 150, so I should have sold these today. Oh my God. Fuck. That's a mistake. I should have sold those today. I will look to sell calls against Robinhood just to take advantage of that implied volatility. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do that. It's going to have to be. So Palantir is the only one I think that was pricing a new high today, right? And it hit 193. I would have also shorted that. Let's take a look at the implied volatility there. Okay. Oh man, these would have been great to sell because 200 ain't happening in 11 days. I don't think it's possible though. Gotta be careful. So, what is everybody holding now? What are the biggest positions in your portfolio at the moment? Is everyone still holding a lot of tech? And if so, what names would you say are the biggest? What would you say are the biggest in your portfolio right now? Okay. Back to the chart. Okay, we got a few people going. We got ASPI. Oh, is that a biotech? That's some risky business, my friend. But respect it. Yeah, you got trend here, so I'd say you're good. Just watch that trend line. If it breaks, you be careful. TCAC, I actually thought about dropping this one today. Even though it pays a dividend and it's stable, it just was I was getting so bored. I almost dropped it. But it did hit perfectly on trend. So I think I'm going to actually just hold on a little bit longer. TSLY and O and KO, that's pretty good. Sound and NVIDIA. Rocket Lab crushing too. That's one I hope you took some profit on from $3. Look at that. That was our actual target, was 1,300% to the upside. Isn't that pretty cool that was our actual target, was 1,300% the upside, and then it beat it? Pretty wild, huh? Crushed that. This one I'm real interested in. A retest of 53. That would be the retest target. 53.22 if it hits, but very different from Robinhood. This is not the same business. This is not the same trade. Way more risk with this. Robinhood was straightforward, so remember that. But it's setting up. If you want the full details of this trade, click that link at the bottom. I'm so tired. Because we have an accompanying options trade as well that's active, and I'm looking at buying more and adding another leg to it. So I think that could be a big trade. So stay plugged in if you're following that trade. Nice, Joseph. Good stuff. That's good. Good win. If you're buying and selling and scalping, that's the ticket. Quantum, like ARQU and love it. I mean, so we got in early on a lot of these, transparently. Like we're buying these when me and Shy were going live in 2024. He was really on top of all these names, and so we added most of them and got in ahead of time on most of these big names. That one looks decent. Kathy, oh, this is our Keep Quantum. Oh, you guys are credit spreading Weeble with Bull. Oh man, I gotta get in that. I gotta get in on that. I want in on that. QBT is very interesting. This is one that we got at like I think 250. Went to 27, currently at 15. I'm not holding any left of this. Unfortunately, I sold when I got impatient back in May, but it's what it is. Got it at 8, so 4x is great. But I'm so tired. Oh my God. Interesting. How's AMD doing right now? Wow. Look at that. I already had it all broken down for you. Back in June of 2025. Look at that. Nailed it. J and J. What's up, Brian? Wow. Good hold on the Johnson & Johnson. Let's see. How do we get exposure to the India emerging markets? Oh man, emerging markets debt. What about the small and mid caps that are caught up in all this thematic bullshit? Like you guys are asking about quantum. Like these are the names that I think are way more interesting because the video is done. Like I think the chance is gone. I don't mean QBT. I'm talking more like Innodata. Like I would go more of the adjacent guys that are adjacent to data center and AI business that might not have the growth priced in already and could potentially be an acquisition target for some of these big boys. Okay. What else do we have? Innodata. Sorry, I'm trying to look at this list. Wow, interest rate cuts were announced today 4 hours ago. That's gonna just keep this. I didn't see that. see. Right, and smash or pass. Sorry, I'm on a line right now with this, and I want to see what's up with this. I might have a pick that makes sense. All right, let's see. Anadata. I'm trying to make the small list of these couple names because I think I might be able to pair some of these off. How we get more exposure to emerging markets. Okay. Yeah, I would say of all of them, TSM will be the most interesting, but only if. Wow, there's something called PB FinTech in India. Interesting. Trade under the. What the fuck? Interesting. All right, well, let's get into smash or pass, I guess, because none of those really look that good. Yeah, GTI, that did come back a little bit. It's not doing all that well today. Hopefully it holds up. All right, smash or pass. Let's get it in. You drop the tickers. We go through the chart one at a time very quickly. Drop one ticker per comment. Drop as many as you'd like. Comment as many times as you'd like. Leave 100 comments. The shoulder has gone higher. This is where you could get in. This is a friend of mine that runs this fund. Really brilliant guy. Some good names. It's interesting. We're going to have to dig deeper in these Indian names. I think there's a lot of exposure there. So if everyone kind of band together, let's figure out how we're going to get more exposure to Indian markets, emerging markets. Honestly, I didn't even know Whirlpool was trading. That's crazy. Ooh, this is interesting with Whirlpool. This could go down to 52. It's just a matter of does it hold here or does it go to 52? That's what's going to make this interesting. So I'd say I'll give this a pass for now. I'd like to see this bounce at 59 and hold. I don't want to buy here and then have to be down 20% while I wait. So this is going to be a pass for me. Let's move on to IHS. This is interesting. $981.12. Okay, so $981.12. I actually like this. Interesting. Yeah, this is one I could get with. Okay, buy a couple hundred shares. Boom, done. I like that. I like it a lot. Good find, Tammy. This one's interesting. I'd buy this down to $5.57, $5, give or take. Nice. Okay. There's gonna be an options trade here. I'll post it in the Discord. So again, if you want the options trades, if you want to make the big money, links at the or Smash Pass. Just drop a comment and we'll drop you a link. If you need one. All right, Rise the Diver. What's up? Let's get on Pepsi. So with these, I like to always start with like the long term, like what's really been happening. Good find. Does this pay a dividend? I don't know about the inverted head and shoulders. I don't know what time frame you're looking at for that, but maybe this, maybe an hour, 4 hour, maybe. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't really like this structure personally because it fell out right there. That I don't like is the fallout. Like usually you want to see that go down. Like the bottom should have been right about here, 135. I don't like that to push lower, but it is what it is. It's not terrible. This could be interesting if paying dividends and such as a log hold because I like this trend line as the buy opportunity. So if I get close to here, that's a buy. Remember, you just want your money parked in something that's going to continue to grow rather than oh, my foot got tangled in these cords. Got it. I was tangled. I almost yanked my whole monitor off the desk. That would have been terrible. But luckily it didn't happen. Crisis averted. Oh, I love this. So they do pay a dividend. Pepsi, this is really interesting. right there. All right, and let's see. REC. Pepsi's getting a smash, man. Oh, God. Nope. We already had this one charted out somehow. I don't know why, but those are the ranges. So below 351, no good. Short that thing down to $2.50. If it stays above there, because you lost trend, you can see right here. Boom, 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 boom. Lost trend. So it fell out, and I wouldn't mess with this. This looks dicey as hell. AREC. Path. That's one that went in a different direction than I had hoped originally. Oh, came back. All right. This is one I think we got in at 15, so we should be up a little bit. It went down for a while. It was red for a while. Transparently, it sucked. But it looks like it's back up, so that's good. This is a great long hold. I love them for a number of different reasons. Let's get a show of hands who's holding here, so I know if I need to go deep into covering this or not. Who's holding path? Anybody? They see business process innovation. They have some interesting stuff. Their full year outlook got boosted. Neutral sell. Price target is 7. So it's good they're raising the price target. 86% hold. Huh? What do you mean, sad boys in a call? What does that mean? Oh. Oh, slim. Oh, nice. I bet you're cooking then. I mean, look at this monthly chart. It's ridiculous. Sad boy slim, you might be a genius. Let's look at January 2027. Oh my God. Oh yeah, we're gonna make some good money with this. This will be a premium Discord alert. We're gonna make some stupid money with this option. So I will be posting that in there. And we should be making silly money. If you're not in the Discord and you want the link, just type join in the chat, and that way you won't miss this options trade or anything else. Just drop join in the chat. We'll put the link up. But let me get this cooking here. Emmanuel. All right, right on. T. Cray, what's up, baby? Porter, let's get a link for this man in the chat. We'll get you a link in there. What do you think about SoFi earnings tomorrow? Let's pull that up. That's a good question. This one has absolutely boomed. One of my biggest regrets because we were covering it for so long and I just didn't have an exposure in it. $6. It's killing me. So earnings tomorrow, you're going to need to see a strong forward guide. That's the critical thing with every earnings. And the way I trade 4 or 5 earnings expectations in advance. That's how we got to the trades that you see that have a 2,000-3,000% runner. That's how we did that by trading 3 to 4 earnings out. Lifetime does have access. So most of the long-term options trades that I post, the big ones are lifetime only. That is kind of the benefit. That's the point. So if you're in lifetime, you get everything. That's the best part. You don't miss anything with lifetime. You get it all. Plus, you get the one-on-ones, which is invaluable. Let's see. So we're talking about SoFi. I'm looking up right now their earnings expectations because I just want to see quality of future guide versus beat. So, okay. Oh, yeah. So this is the hard part. Like with trades like this, that's why we were talking about $6-7. There's still a trade for the second quarter of 2026. There's still definitely a trade for the second quarter of 2026. So I'm going to be posting it in there. That one will be in the lifetime section. I'm going to pull up the options chain because I want to get started on that. That's going to be a good trade. Okay, so let's see here. Let me get a. God, that would have bought me a new car. I'm so pissed. Those options would have been up 5,000%. That really pisses me off. All right, so let's look at. Let's say we did June of 27. Wow, they only wrote them to 50. Wow, they only have options written to 42, which means we have to write new options, which means the out of the money options have a disproportionate delta value, which is really odd. So I would say we go more like September of next year, give ourselves a year of time. Or go June and just go 40. 42 is how it goes. Yeah, we're going to make a killing on that. I'll tell you that right now. I think we're going to make a killing on this. It's going to be good stuff. Did you get a link out there for T-Credit? Yeah, I saw you did. Thanks. All right. Any more tickers for Smash or Pass? Any more you want me to look at? Can I explain what? Oh, I didn't answer your question. So for SoFi earnings tomorrow, you just want to make sure that you hear them give a very positive forward guidance sentiment saying, hey, we're very optimistic for the future and here's why with like actual data. If you don't see that, expect this to come down to probably 17, 18, I would say. The delta is disproportionate, I think, because it's the highest written strike that they have, and it's only $10 to $12 away. Usually they have strikes written. There aren't enough options written. GR. Whoa. So I already got this one done. So over 22. And I'm interested for sure. So good find. Whoever pulled that one up. Tavi Diaz. I like this one, but only once we get above honestly. Above, what is that value? Above 22, 31. I like it then. But until then, it's still a huge risk, I'd say. What the hell is this? United States Antimony Corporation. What the hell is this? This is also the worst candle I've ever seen on the monthly. This is picking up the trash. Picking up the trash kind of trade. So I would mind this with my life. If you're trading this ascending support, I would mind that with my life. That breaks, you're done. It's done. It's coming down here to 6. Yeah, definitely. Because those mining guys are always doing some pretty shicey stuff. Hey, you got to clean up that link. It's really messy. You got all the UTM shit in there. I wish you can click links on StreamYard. Yeah, but can you mask the link or something? Why can't they be clickable? We need to call StreamYard. They need to make this clickable. It's so annoying. No, that's how you should put. You can't click links from here though. It sucks. So people have to like copy paste them. That's what I was saying. It shouldn't be so long. Make it a short link. You can hide all that UTM stuff in the short link, so it's. I can't click it. Maybe you can. From YouTube, that'd be awesome. If you can click it. I don't think you can. Let's see. Oh my God, you can. You can. You can click on YouTube. We need to be on YouTube all the time. We need to be on YouTube 24/7. Forget Discord, everything else is great. Also, should we stream straight through YouTube instead of messing with StreamYard? Yeah, I'm wondering now if we should do it differently. Maybe. But here we are. Okay, so we've had some great luck with my screener lately, so we're going to finish the day with that because it has been crushing. IPW. Oh my God. Where was this? I didn't take this trade, full disclosure. That would be amazing if I did. Oh my God. Amazing. Okay. I was just going through the back test. So today, ooh, a few of these look good. Ooh, what is this? Next Decade Corp. Interesting. Interesante. Muy interesante. ¿Es especialidad? ¿Sí o no? ¿Listo? Oh, this. What do these guys do next? These turds. Shouldn't call them turds. Next Decade Corp. What in the hell do they do? Oil and gas. So they have coverage from strong names like Morgan Stanley, Cowen. Interesting. Uh-oh. Let me get these. Let's keep my. Okay. There we go. Ooh, ESPR on there too. Tello also popped again. This Tello one, there's something. I feel like there's something up here. I feel like we caught them doing something personally. Because if you guys remember, this just like ran from that stream. $1.56. Which I think is like right at our entry. So that tells me that this is worth buying a little bit more. Yeah, I'm gonna buy another 1,000 shares here. As long as it just keeps basing here. So below $1.37, I'm out. Current average is it looks like it's I'm up 3%. So but RSI is holding, and I just have a feeling. 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 And let's go to that chart so we can look at it together. So we got the Tello chart here. This ran after our last live stream. This ran in after hours and got some pretty significant buys. And then in pre-market, it exploded. Huge buys. Huge buys. So I think something is going on here, that there's just something odd going on here, and I want to know. And so I'm going to buy it because I feel like we're forcing some sort of outcome, which could be totally crazy, but it's run and just is holding this base, like holding on to it for dear life, tells me that these guys have probably been loading the boat for a while for something pretty big. You can see this thing's been trying to break out for quite a while, and it's now starting to get that little curl. So if you see here, look, it's all about understanding the visual nature of it, I guess, to some degree, and looking at these as a way of, as a means of expression, right? And then understanding what that means of expression actually translates into. Like, what does that mean for me right here, right now, as far as putting my money into something? Well, when you see this kind of structured selling, this is structured selling, where the price just keeps going down somehow a little bit, but it's kind of sideways. And then it booms, structured selling. Now, here's the difference right here with us. Boom, structured selling, boom, structured selling, boom, no structured selling, boom, no structured selling, curl. Now the chart's starting to curl, which tells me that the buyers are overwhelming the sellers, which means we're ready for the upside, baby. Ready to start climbing. Tell some of my money guys about this too. Bring some real heat. What our targets be too, and then we could definitely expect 220, and then we boomed it. It went 230. Hell yeah. I just told some of my money guys about this. I'll be really interested to see how that goes. Smart guys that know this world. Hopefully they can look a little deeper and find something here. I think we got something. I think there's something odd going on here. And I think we're going to hopefully take advantage of it and crush it. Yeah, that was still so weird, that after hours run. It still blows my mind. All right. So we got that. Just add a little more TELO. Oh, you got it. BIP and BEP. What's that? This? What the hell are you talking about? Oh, we were talking about this the other day. I know. They fund a friend of mine. They fund his business. He gave him like $200 million. He's a really smart guy. Oh, it's an interesting long hold. That chart is real interesting right now, above 24. So, yeah, that's interesting. But yeah, just to sum this up. So, look, preclinical, there's nothing here for a long hold for Tello, nothing. But I do think something's up here. I think there's either a catalyst coming. There's just something that's holding this thing down because it seems like it just wants to go up. All the expressions of volatility are to the upside. If you notice that, they're testing. Now look, when we're here, all the expressions of volatility are to the downside. Do you see that? Downside. But when you go here, it flips. Upside. To me, that's a really strong indicator of a potential reversal. And then let me cover a few of these. We crushed these. This one's one of our partners. They are fantastic. They are treasury play, absolutely crushing. I think we got in this one at what, like 360, give or take. We're at 393, so we're already up. Yep. Oh, low is 340. Jesus, I didn't even see that. The entry I know of is $3.60. That has done well for this one. So we're up 10% holding. I'm loving the 390s. This really pushed hard end of day. Again, same thing, expression volatility to the upside. I'd love to see this thing retest $4 and change again. That would be absolutely fantastic. This is an explosive name that has a potential. The company is looking to continue to buy back. So I love when I see a company that'll reinvest in themselves. Management's solid, close relationship with them. No funny business, which is why I really appreciate working with them. So that one's good. Locked and loaded up 10% and counting. Trying to think of what else. Oh boy. Another one of our exchange partners, OSTX, dude. Wow. Boom. When we met these guys, I knew they had the vision. We were just hoping they would execute on all the marketing and stuff, and they have. I mean, we made great money on this, guys. Let's not be too greedy here. Keep in mind, we traded this from $1.80 to $6, almost twice. The second time was $1.70 to $3, and then another chance of $1.40 to $2.50. So this one has paid us almost 50 to 100%, 3, 4, 5 times. So keep that in mind when you trade these. Don't get upset. Don't hate the player, hate the game. But keep in mind that when we take these trades, they're trades and meant to be treated as such. So that's how you make money on these, is by actually treating them the way they're meant to be, which is as a trade. So that's those two. I'm trying to think of any other small cap big winners that we've talked about that we hadn't covered because we're up against the time here. But I appreciate everybody being here. You guys are the best. I love you. This show is for you. Again, we hope to improve upon it and make it better. And if you guys ever have any opinions, or you want to, hey, I'd love to learn more about this corner of the market, or hey, like if we did this specific sector, like please share your thoughts. Like I want this to be as good as it can be for you. That's the whole point. That's what makes me, I'll feel good if I know you guys are getting a lot of benefit from this. Then I feel like my time was well spent. So I'd love to hear what we could do and expand upon and improve to better serve you however we can with whatever you actually need help with. So please share that information. I'd love to hear it. As always, hit the like button and the subscribe button. It always helps us be shown to more people. And I love you. Stay blessed now. I'll see you in the Discord.